about that.
There you go.
Listeners and viewers.
There you go.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I absolutely heart radio.
Do you really?
I just heart it. I heart New York, and I heart radio, and I heart Winnipeg.
Yes.
I love these Winnipeggers.
There you go.
Pegging it up, Winnipeg style.
Is this your first time in Winnipeg?
I was here once before, but it was only for a night to do a theater show. I was doing a Just for Laughs tour across Canada.
Right.
And so I didn't get to spend any time here. But now I'm here. We sold out every show. So we're doing, we added a show Sunday.
Sunday, yes.
So Sunday at 7 o'clock, that's your last opportunity to see me. Friday night tonight, Saturday night, tomorrow night, all sold out unless you're watching this tomorrow. If you're watching this on a Saturday, last night was sold out and tonight's sold out. And if you're watching this on a Sunday, tonight's your last chance to get tickets. Can we get just a little louder bathroom sounds in the background?
Oh yeah, we can close the door, I guess.
We want to know who's flushing and who's gushing. Okay, you know how we do here in Winnipeg. So I've gotten to spend a little bit of time down here. I'm excited. We're gonna go to WAG.
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna go to the Sculpture Garden. We're gonna go to the Forks.
Yes.
The chef from Cibo or Chibo on the waterfront. He invited us out. What's the best burger? People are saying New Burger. They're saying Peasant Cookery. What is it?
I would go with New Burger.
New Burger.
Yeah, I would go with New Burger.
Wait, what is it?
Brazen Hall's good too. Brazen Hall's like right by the area too.
Yeah, you got that sweet Canadian beef. So I'm into that.
Yeah.
So many people keep going, you got to try the A&W burger, the Burger family. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah, teen burger rules. That's what Tyler said. and then I drive her last night. He goes, oh, that matzo burger. They put the matzo on it. Oh, it's got great matzo, and it's just a great burger with matzo. And I was like, do you guys call mozzarella matzo in Winnipeg? And he goes, no, just A&W.
Just for the burger.
Just A&W. You know, they got their own words for mozzarella. It's matzo. They just make it faster so you can eat it quicker.
That's true.
But yeah, we're looking for a good burger, so we're going to check out your recommends. Brazen Hall, New Burger. I am kind of interested in having a new burger. We saw a place called the Tipsy Cow, but everybody kind of goes, But we got to go to a Tim Hortons, and it was so funny. On the way to the Tim Hortons, the fellow who's working at the bell desk at the hotel, he sort of watches and he goes, you know, it's kind of raining outside, so we're going to take you down into the underground maze. I was like, what? We just want a coffee. He's like, yeah, I'll show you around. So we went underground in the Winnipeg Square, that circus.
Yeah.
So we're down there, and it is the most depressing underground mall of all time. Just pastel-colored posters saying under construction with no possible future of when that'll be done. Multiple pizza places that look downright gross. And, shoppers underground, whatever. So we got out of there, and we went into the Tim Hortons. Because they said, there's a Starbucks, you know. But as he's taking us around there, he goes, I'm from Winnipeg. And they say Winnipeg's like Chicago. It's bad here, but... everyone thinks it's Canada, so, it's not, it must not be that dangerous, but everybody forgets Chicago's dangerous, too. And I was like, okay, dangerous, like how? And also no one in Chicago is like, we're not like Winnipeg. Comparison to Jets. And I said, what do you mean it's bad here? Like, what, we're going to get stabbed? And he's like, only if you want to be a hero. I was like, I think you mean if you're trying to be a hero. I don't think in Canada it's like, you want to be a hero? Get stabbed in Winnipeg. Get shanked in the circus under Winnipeg Square. But yeah, so we went to the Tim Hortons, and sure enough, there's just these guys on drugs. And you ever play What Drug Is It in downtown Winnipeg? This one guy's like, he was trying to pay for, you got $1, man? You have $1? And Dustin Chafin, who's a very funny comedian, who's opening for me, he just said to the guy, he goes, you have a better phone than me. The guy's holding like an iPhone 8. He's got an umbrella. Yeah, you got just $1. And it's no. So then he turned to his father, who didn't have a lot of teeth, right behind him, and he goes, hey, can I get an apple fritter? And he was like, no! And then the kid goes, man, just like one apple fritter. And his father's like, no! And we were like, that is so weird. Then the guy got tired of the line, and he just walked away and realized it wasn't his father.
Oh.
He was just asking
some
another
other guy.
And he couldn't get $1 from us. So he's like, can I cut out the middleman, and will you just give me an apple fritter? And so it just is very strange. I guess in Winnipeg, and especially downtown, People just ask, they're just seeing if they can get a dollar from somebody.
We're that polite.
Yeah, that's a play. Hey, I don't want to pay for this. So do you have a dollar you can spare? And then at the Tim Hortons, it was all these women that just could care less about, I said, do you guys have, or no, Dustin said, do you guys have almond milk? And they just looked at us like we were idiots. Like, you can't make milk out of nuts, you weirdos. This is Tim Norton's, all right? Nuts are
Tim
hard.
Norton's.
Milk is liquid. Hello? And then he said, well, do you have any milk, like just regular milk? And they were like, no, just cream. And he was like, okay. He's like, you don't have any milk? Like, nope, just cream. And then he was like, okay, I get. And I go, I'm sorry, you don't have like any skim milk or anything like that? And they go, oh, yes. And I was like, what is this, Tim Hortons? We lied to you twice.
Yeah.
But if you ask the third time, we'll tell the truth.
Like a weird code of sorts.
Yeah, I ordered iced coffee. They brought me a hot coffee. I'm like, can I have this ice? I meant just pour it over the ice. She just stared me in the eyes and poured it in the trash can. Not even in the sink. Just in the trash, making a big coffee water balloon for later. And then she gets an iced coffee, brings it back. She goes, you made it with cream. I hope that's okay. And I was like, what? No. Like, what is that? I just ordered it with milk. Was the cream easier to get to?
Yeah. It was closer. It was closer to her.
It's closer to her. What is it? Just whatever's easiest for her. I hope that's okay. She's like, I just got you a cup with 3 blueberry Timbits. You mash those up and put water in it, and that's your iced coffee. Is that okay? I hope that's okay.
Because that's what you're getting.
Yeah, that's what you're getting.
That's what you're getting.
Bad experience at Tim Hortons, great experience in Winnipeg. Everybody's been great. The shows last night were so fun, and excited about tonight being sold out, tomorrow being sold out, and Tyler, who's just such a handsome, well-dressed manager of the comedy club. He really runs the joint, and he said, "Well, you don't have to do press; everything's sold out pretty much." And he said, unless you want to add a show Sunday. I said, absolutely. I've never had a bad. Ottawa, Calgary, and Winnipeg were the most fun shows I had coast to coast.
That's awesome.
Vancouver is great. Toronto is great. I don't perform in Montreal. I don't like Quebec. I'm racist against French comedians. Or French Canadians, not French comedians. I like some of the French comedians. But I am. You know what a French Canadian kiss is? We all know what a French kiss is.
Yeah.
A French Canadian kiss is when you tongue kiss. But you both think the other one's not doing it as well. Not doing it right. You gotta look down at the person you're kissing.
There's a little bit of disappointment in their face.
You finish kissing and you don't understand why they're not immediately speaking French. Unbelievable. And voila, Montreal, I'm never coming back.
There you go.
Are we allowed to curse on this station?
I can bleep it out later in post.
Montreal. I'm just kidding. No, it's great. They think they're better than the rest of us here in Canada, and it's just nice. I mean, they do have, we have the best poutine. They try and make poutine other places. We have the best poutine. Okay. It's all fries with gravy and cheese curds. It's not some beautiful
not rocket
culinary,
science.
And they want to leave. I'm like, just leave. What are they gonna do without the rest? What's their main export? Gravy. How are they going to make that work? We're exporting gravy to the rest of the country. All right, good luck, guys.
There you go. We're doomed.
Yeah, I doomed that in the Just for Laughs festival. But, it's just great to be in Center Canada. I've been performing in Edmonton for 15 years, as long as I've been doing stand-up. And, I had a great time in Ottawa. They were kind of, in Ottawa, these girls from the theater came up to me afterwards, and they go, oh, you got to get a beaver tail. You going down to get a beaver tail?
Yeah.
And I said, what? And they said, beaver tail. I was like, you guys are because beaver and tail mean very different things in the United States. So we were like, I was like, nah, I don't think I'm married, So and then they described it, and I said, an elephant ear. And they said, what? And I go, an elephant ear. That's what we call it.
That's what you guys call it?
And then they were like, you're need to have that kind of cultural language period.
I didn't know that you guys had a term for beaver tail.
I did not know that you guys called it You can bleep that out, but I think we all know what I did.
In terms of your show, I've been doing some research. Are you still a master stilt walker?
Yeah, I mean, I've been stilt walking in a while, but yeah, I became a master stilt walker at Friche Theatre Urbain, which was in Paris. And speaking of Frenchies,
There you go.
and that was really great. But I studied clown and circus there, and there's not stilt walking in the show, but there's some juggling and there's some terrible trombone playing. There's
Which we do have if you want
I know,
to practice.
I'll close with it. So you tell me when we're wrapping up the interview. But yeah, it's it's a pretty dynamic show. It's kind of a one-man philosophy circus, and it's great. And Dustin Chafin is opening up the show. He has a great podcast. So I'll leave you with this. I have a podcast, Cashing In with T.J. Miller. You can get that on iTunes. It's really fun with another great comedian, Cash Levy. And but Dustin's opening up, and he's sort of a smart redneck. He's more Calgary than Winnipeg, I think.
Yeah.
But he's really, really funny. So it's a great show. I mean, I'm excited that people are excited about it, and that's why we added the show. I knew that people would have a good time. They've been having a great time. And if you get VIP tickets, you have access to buy my hot sauces.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah.
So I paired with the family friends in Indiana, worked for a year and a half on a line of hot sauces, and they are delicious. They're really, really good. So, yeah, we're selling those for $20 Canadian. You know what I mean? Right? You know what I'm talking about. $10 American, right?
There you go. Yeah.
$3 Japanese yen. 50 cents buka. Butot.
You did that Hot Ones interview on a scale of the hottest to the nottest. On that scale, where does that hot sauce lie?
Well, we have 4 different kinds.
Okay.
There's a Chipotle smoke, which isn't too hot. That's for people who are like, I don't really love hot sauce, but I love flavor. Extreme Gangster Heat is kind of if Tabasco gave a darn.
Yeah. I was like, you're gonna say you're not gonna start at that one.
And so that's a little hotter. It's got some real heat to it. And then we have one called Insane Ghost Pepper type. Insane Ghost Pepper type. And that's real hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's on the hottest end, and then Chipotle is not nottest, but it's closer to the nottest end of the spectrum.
Right.
But that's really, really fun. So we're really, we're really having a good time at Rumors Comedy Club in a strip mall.
Yeah.
Right next to the
Safeway?
psychologist, the well-being therapist.
This is psychologist.
There's a psychologist right near there. The wall isn't very sturdy at Rumors, so if I fall through, I end up in a veterinary clinic. I'm excited about that. So, yeah, but it's a great club. It's very intimate. I liked playing the theater in Winnipeg, but you just don't have the same experience. You know, it's if you got 250 people, you're really there. You feel like you're there. And I talk about how I'm glad that people aren't sitting in front of a screen at home. Like you're out, you're around other people. It's really a great experience. It's really fun. I think it's good for the mind and the body and the soul. And apparently the erection.
No, I'm sorry. It's just I've never been this close to, Weasel from Deadpool before.
I know. You got a Deadpool shrine, you said, right?
That wasn't me. That was Big Marv who
Oh, Marv was loving it up.
Yeah.
You just got a Weasel shrine. You own a weasel named Weasel.
Exactly, yeah.
That's what I heard.
Last couple questions. Has your affinity for art changed ever since you married your wife? Because your wife's an artist, correct?
Yeah, she's a very famous installation artist, international installation artist. She's in France right now. She fell in with a French crowd of artists.
This has been a French-centric interview.
Influence. Yeah, it's the opposite of a francophilic. It's francophobic. That's what's going on here. But she's in Avignon, the south of France, which is actually pretty cool. So Avignon in Provence, and she's part of the International Avignon Installation Art Festival. And 3,000 people apply, 30 people are accepted. She's the only American.
Wow.
They spotlight 5 artists. So they give everybody 1 room, but those 5 artists get 2 rooms. She's one of the artists that gets 2 rooms. So it's pretty exciting. But yeah, I mean, I always like art. I think that I get to see more of it with her. And then, I went to the Whitney Biennial, which is a big New York museum where every 2 years they do international exhibition of contemporary artists. And sometimes I go to those things and I just send her videos and pictures. So I almost am kind of doing homework, trying to give her stuff that's inspiration. But I've always enjoyed art. I'm a huge student of Warhol. And so I always knew a lot about that. And when I did She's Out of My League with Jay Baruchel, Canadian, He's from Montreal. He moved to Toronto. He got sick of the French thing. And no, that's not true. He'd tell you what exactly the reason. But when I was doing She's Out of My League, I live in Pittsburgh. That's where Warhol's from. So I went to that museum a lot. And then, I think I just enjoyed art always, but now I get to see more of it.
Right.
Kate. Yeah. And
Right.
what's nice is we have the same sensibility. It would be weird if the art that she did, I was like, I
Yeah.
don't quite get this. But I really like her stuff. It's just very dynamic. It's kind of everything. It's sort of like my comedy is, you go there and you're expecting to see me just talk and be funny, and it's just way more than that. And but it would be like if she didn't think I was funny.
Mhm.
You can't really be married to someone and kind of think the main thing that they do
Right.
is like, yeah, I don't know
Right.
about that. So we're very lucky in that sense. And we knew each other from college, so we kind of grew up. I'm 11 days older than her. We're just very, very
You're that
similar.
really okay?
Yeah, we're just very, very similar people, so we kind of get along with everything. I think there's some couples, unfortunately, you want to go see a movie or watch a show, and the girl's like, I don't want to see it at John Wick.
Yeah.
I don't care about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's just two guys hanging out. She's the opposite. We just kind of like everything because we were born exactly at the same time,
Right.
essentially.
Right.
So it's a fun time. We get along well, but we've known each other for so long that it's like, that's fun.
Is it true that you proposed to her under that levitating rock?
Yeah, Levitated Mass in Lac.
What was the inspiration behind that?
Well, when we first got back together for the third time, we dated in college, dated after college, was long distance, and then we were just too far away. So she broke up with me, and we kind of we're still on good terms. And she came to Los Angeles. We started dating, and then I broke up with her because I was like, you need to get yourself together here you need to get together in Los Angeles. And then she kind of did, and then I was dating this other girl, and we were about to get engaged, and I didn't really want, so I reached out to Kate and was like, are you dating anybody, type of thing. But all that conversation happened at LACMA, the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. And we kissed for the first time in many, many years underneath that rock.
That rock.
So I just thought it was so funny. And also, you give a girl a ring. It's got a nice rock on it. Hers is sapphire, not diamond. And I just thought it'd be funny. And so I went under the rock, and I said, look, you put me between a rock and a hard place. And,
There you go.
I want to get married. Comedian, got to do a
Yep.
terrible dad joke.
Did she laugh at
in
it
the
though?
proposal. Yeah, but she was pretty surprised. I also tricked her. My friend Cash Levy, the podcast Cashing In with TJ Miller. He's so funny. He says, you got to get in a huge fight the night before you propose to your wife. That's the kind of stuff we talk about on the podcast. It's just these practical living in the modern age, just like weird advice. Pre-tipping, always tip before the meal.
Okay.
You'll get the best service. Tip about what you think you're going to have to tip. And
Right.
They know you're a nice person.
Right.
They'll kind of come to you first and really take care of you. And but yeah, he said get in a big fight before before you propose to her, because anything in the fight will be erased.
Right. That's true. Yeah,
Bring
that's
up
true.
anything you want to bring up. So I really picked a fight with her, although we don't have a lot to fight about. And she was like, afterwards, she goes, I just didn't know what you were doing. But it's true that once I proposed to her, she was like, no longer.
Forgot
excited.
about it.
And I tricked her. I flew her back there and said that I was going to have a meeting with my agency, and it didn't look good, and I was going to get dropped and all this stuff. And so I told her, wait in this place, and then meet me at LACMA, because that's our safe place. And then I had the whole thing, and I had, they threw a big sort of party at the Stark Bar right there, and there were balloons, and we played kind of our song as she came in, and then I had two cupcakes, one that said yes and the other that said no. So I smashed the no cupcake with the thing, and we ate the cupcake, and yeah, we've had a good time ever since.
And
It
you
was
live
fun.
happily
But
ever after.
But I, when I proposed to her, I went down too quickly to my knee, and it was concrete there, and so I really busted
Shattered
my knee.
knee.
So the whole "Will you marry me?" was like, you made me so happy. Oh, yo, whoa. Yeah. We've known each other for a long time now, and I just feel like, I'm gonna need ice on this one. So that was kind of the vibe.
That's good. That's the appropriate vibe for the two of you, right?
I think so.
There you
That works
go.
perfectly right.
There
Yeah,
you
she's
go.
the cultured, elegant one, and I'm the guy from the Emoji Movie who hurt his knee asking for a hand in marriage.
TJ Miller from the Emoji Movie.
Let's do some trombone.
Yeah, we had the trombone here.
Rumors, Sunday night,
Sunday.
7 p.m. All of the shows sold out. Get your tickets now. It's going to sell out. And now...
Do you want me to hold your mic while you do it?
Yeah, part of it is I have a little trombone playing. So I want to... I don't know how to play the trombone, which doesn't matter because... the audience members actually end up playing the trombone and the thing. But I do now want to do an impression of the United States government using a slide trombone. So this is the United States government using a slide trombone. Here we go. Thank you very much. We'll see you at Rumors. We'll see you at Rumors on Sunday night. 7 p.m.
TJ Miller. Oh, my